What making Miami a true world-class destination? And stick around because that's exactly what I'm uncovering today. Every year, Miami becomes the ultimate magnet for the world's biggest star, hottest talents, and most influenced boys from every corner of the planet. We're talking about world-class events that transform the city into something electric. From mind-blowing art fairs that set global trends to high-energy sports that get your horse racing to festivals that people literally plan the entire year round. In today's video, we're talking about the top 5 events that brings literally hundreds of thousands of people and generate billions, yes, billions of dollars in economic impact. These are the kind of prestigious gathering that makes or breaks career, set global trends, and put a city on the international map. If you've been to my channel before, you know we're diving into everything about Miami and South Florida, what it's like to live, work, play here, the amazing food, the dining spot, and my favorite topic, real estate, the outdoor adventures, the beach, and of course, the endless sunshine. I'm Michelle Beatty, a dedicated real estate professional and team leader here in the vibrant Miami area. My team and I are passionate about helping people like you to buy, sell, invest, and relocate to this incredible city. If you have any questions, comments, or additional insight on this topic, please leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. You can also schedule a Zoom call directly with me for personalized real estate advice. Without further ado, let's dive in. Let me show you exactly how these 5 events has become some of the most important gatherings in the world. But first, we need to understand something very crucial about Miami itself. See, Miami wasn't always the global hotspot it is today. Just a few decades ago, it was mainly known as the beach destination and retirement heaven. But something fascinating happened. The city started attracting these massive, world-class events that would completely transform its identity. Let's start with what might be the most prestigious of them all. Art Basel Miami Beach. This December 6 through 8, the entire art world, collectors, celebrities, billionaires, artists, and cultural tastemakers are all gathered in Miami Beach. The conventional center transformed into what is essentially the world's most exclusive shopping mall of art, where pieces can sell for millions of dollars in just minutes. But here is what makes Art Basel Miami Beach truly special. It's not just an art fair, it becomes a cultural phenomenon that takes over the entire city. In 2024, we're talking about over 285 galleries from 38 countries showcase thousands of artists. Imagine the most important names in contemporary and modern art all under one roof. We're talking about works from Picasso, Biscata, Kusama, right along the next generation of artistic genius. And get this, more than 80,000 people attend just the main event, not counting all the satellite fairs and parties happening across the city. The energy during Art Basel Miami Beach is unlike anything else on earth. The entire city transformed into canvas. The main fair at the conventional center is just the beginning. There are over 20 satellite fairs sprawling across Miami. The street of Wynwood explode with the new murals. Design Miami showcase the future of creativity, and the Paris Art Museum Miami hosts exhibitions that people talk about for years. The fascinating thing about Art Basel Miami Beach is how it has evolved beyond just art. When it began in 2002, it was basically the American sister fair to the original Art Basel in Switzerland. However, Miami transformed into something entirely unique, a week-long celebration that breeds art, fashion, music, and celebrate culture. It becomes so important that people literally plan the entire year around. But Miami's prestigious event calendar isn't just about art. Let's shift gears to something completely different, the Miami Open. This is where the world's top tennis players come to battle out in what becomes one of the most important tournaments outside the Grand Slams. Mark your calendar for March 16 to 30, 2025, because that's when the tennis world headed to Miami Gardens for 2 weeks of incredible action. The story of how this tournament came to be is pretty wild. Back in 1980s, a group of ambitious organizers had this crazy idea. They want to create the Winter Wimbledon. The mastermind behind it was Butcher Buchholz, who was running the ATP at the time. And he made this bold move. He offered both the ATP and WTA a piece of the ticket sales and TV rights in exchange for running the tournament for 15 years. And get this, when they started in 1985, they were offering 1.8 million in prize money, which was completely unheard of at the time. The only tournament with big purses were Wimbledon and the US Open. Today, we're talking about over 13 million in prizes, and the talent that comes through here, legendary. Just look at someone like Serena Williams. She won the things 8 times, more than anyone else in women's singles. This is the kind of tournament where careers are made and legends are cemented. These days, it draws over 380,000 spectators and has become a crucial stop on both ATP and WTA tours. But here is what really is fascinating. The Miami Open isn't just about tennis. It's like everything else in Miami. It becomes an extravaganza that combines both sport, entertainment, and luxury. The tournament moved to Hard Rock Stadium in 2019, and that move tells you everything you need to know about how Miami does things. They built a tennis stadium inside of a football stadium because why not? And speak of Hard Rock Stadium, let's talk about something that really transformed the area around it, the Formula One Miami Grand Prix. If you love speed and the roar of engines, mark your calendar for May 2025. Formula One had been trying to get into Miami for decades. Back in the early 1980s, this local promoter named Ralph Sanchez had this wild dream of running F1 cars through downtown Miami. He tried to make it happen at Bayfront Park, but it didn't quite work out. Fast forward in 2022, Miami finally got its Formula One dream. But it was on a way that nobody expected. Because when Miami does something, they do big. They built this incredible 3.36-mile track around Hard Rock Stadium, the Miami International Autodrome. It's not just some temporary circuit. We're talking about a permanent style racetrack with temporary infrastructure that can be set up and taken down. The whole thing is designed so the local residents aren't disrupted when there is no race going on. Pretty clever, right? In just its first few years, the Miami Grand Prix has already given us some incredible moments. We saw Max Verstappen dominate the 2022 and 2023, and then in 2024, Lando Norris pulled off this amazing victory for McLaren. So the energy for 2025 event is already building. Formula One returns to the Sunshine State as the 4th edition of Miami Grand Prix, promising even more excitement and glamour than ever before. But here is what makes it so special. It's not just a race, it's a massive show that combines high-speed action with Miami signature luxury and glamour. We've got concerts, exclusive parties, celebrity appearances, and some of the most expensive cars in the world just casually parked around the venue. The Paddock Club here looks like some more South Beach nightclub than a racing facility, and that's exactly what makes it so Miami. This is an event that brings celebrities, business leaders, racing fans from around the world, all gathering to watch the most advanced racing machines on the planet, speeding through the circuit that didn't even exist a few years ago. Speaking of parties, let me tell you about an event that turns downtown Miami into an epic center of electronic music, Ultra Music Festival. This is where Miami's reputation as a party city meets its ability to host world-class events. Ultra started in 1999 right as electronic dance was exploding in popularity, and it's grown into one of the most important electronic music festivals in the world. The numbers are staggering. 165,000 people attend over 3 days, with the main stage alone holding 60,000 people. But what's really fascinating about Ultra is how it becomes a show for the entire electronic music industry. This isn't just a festival, it's where the new tracks are debuted, where careers are made, and where the future of electronic music is shaped. So better mark on your calendar for March 28 to 30, 2025, because that's when Bayfront Park transformed into what feels like the biggest nightclub on the planet. But get this, it will be Ultra's 25th anniversary, and they are going all out. The lineup for 2025 is absolutely stacked. You've got legends like Armin van Buuren, Carl Cox, Tiesto, sharing stage with the new school stars. And they are doing these special back-to-back sets that you literally can't see anywhere else. Imagine that Mouse playing his first ever career spinning retrospective set. Or Sweden's House Mafia Axwell, doing his first solo headline performance on the main stage. It is very impressive for a thing that just started as a small beach party, isn't it? Now, it's where the future of electronic music gets decided. New tracks debut here, careers are launched here, and trends are set that influence dance music for the rest of the year. And now let's talk about something that brings together all of Miami luxury, creativity, cultural diversity, and absolutely delicious food. South Beach Wine and Food Festival. February from 20 to 23 of 2025, that's when over 500 world-class chefs and culinary personalities take over Miami Beach for the basically Super Bowl of food festivals. And this isn't just any food festival. This is the 23rd annual South Beach Wine Food Festival, and they are pulling out all the stops. Let me break down some of the coolest events happening. You got the legendary Burger Bash hosted by Rachel Ray, where chefs compete to create the ultimate burger. Then there is this incredible new event called Noche Cubana, salsa dancing, cigar rolling, and the best Cuban chefs in Miami all in one place. And it gets better. Bob Flay's brings this thing called Bobby's Triple Treat, where chefs compete to create the best dish of the night. And if you are into brunch, who is it? They've got this new Bubble Brunch hosted by the cast of Food Network's The Kitchen. The really interesting about South Beach Wine and Food Festival is how it captures Miami's unique position at the intersection of different culinary traditions. You've got everything from high-end wine tasting to Cuban food celebration. And all of this happened while raising millions of dollars for education. The festival benefits Florida's International University Chaplin School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. So you're basically eating for education. The festival grew from a small local event into this massive celebration that brings in everyone from celebrity chefs to food-loving locals. In 2024, they add even more events focused on Miami's multicultural food scene, making it bigger and more diverse than ever. All right, we've reached the end of this exciting journey through Miami's 5 most prestigious events. Whether you are a Miami local or someone start to plan a visit, these events showcase everything that makes Miami a world-class destination. Art, culture, sport, music, and of course, the food. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to share it with your friends or anyone dreaming of experiencing Miami's energy. And hey, if you've ever been to any of these events, I would love to hear about your experience. Do you have a favorite moment or fun story? Drop in the comments. Your insight could help someone else make the most of their trip. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you into the next video.